Good evening, everybody. Welcome in. So I've been poking at MooseFS, trying to do some home lab related things. Ooh, very nice purring cat. How you doing, Roswell? How you doing, Llama Boy? Um, that's a very long purring cat. That is way longer than anticipated. That is very long purr. I like it. All right. So where we last left off, we have an iron ore spot down here. We found oil up here. We've got some rare metal ore. We have some uranium. Did I find? I know we didn't find copper yet. Did we find? What is it? Oh, good. We have chickens in Factorio. Um, we have oil. Ah, very calm. Thank you for the bits, Roswell. Um, there's like a special water we need for dealing with the rare metal ore, and I don't recall what it's called. Mineral water? Mineral? No, we don't have such things. So we need to take... We need to pick up a bunch of rail and signals, and I think our first objective...
What's your favorite food?
Children.
Oh.
Oh. I just love the oh. That really is the part that makes that so much. We need to get... I think we're out of... Oh, we need landfill. That's the big thing that we need. So let's run over here and pick up landfill. We do need power poles and rail and other stuff as well. One of the... Among the many objectives tonight is going to be setting up a smelting stops on the rail network for our iron, our copper. Ideally, we need to find a copper mine. We need to get oil and start setting up some basic oil processing. We need to... I mean, we found oil. We need to get it set up to transport. We need to get... Let's see, what else do we need to get? We need a stone patch. We need stone and copper patches. And suitable... The stone... Oh, there's a coal patch. That's good. So we have coal over here. So we're gonna work on getting the oil collection going, and then we'll worry about... You know what? I think I'm gonna just pick this guy up. I don't think, at least for now, I don't think I am too concerned with our little companion friend. I like the idea of him. He just feels a little bit glitchy with this particular mod setup. Let's grab this train and have it come here. While we're waiting on it, we need... Do we not have more of those? We don't. Let's grab a bunch of... We have 6 stops. That'll be fine. Get some of those. Hey, we got plastic. Put some of that stone in here. We do have more... I need to get that offloading stop sorted out. Okay, we'll take that. And we're going to go... did I get... I have 30 chain signals. Okay. Missing signals starting here, so let's go there. Zoom zoom. Zoom zoom-ish. So yeah, we'll get the oil collection set up so that we can at least have that ready. We need to make an oil train. And then we'll be able to actually start transporting it for making science and things. I don't know how much of that we'll get to right away. But that will be the plan. Okay, we need to go left there and then right. Of course we can't insert wood. That would be too easy. We don't have enough room. I can take that, and then I can put that in here. It'll be nice to get the raised rail so we can just cross the water without doing this oceaneering effort. The landfill effort. The bot's construction order selection is fantastic there. Come on, bots, build me some rail. What did I... Whoops. Guys, put that back. Thank you. Are we out of... No, we're not. Those techs go. We can get flammables. We can get the fluid and gas venting. Explosives sound like a good idea. Warden support vehicle. That seems like a nice idea. Electroshock pulse ammo. Don't know what that does for us, but sounds fun. And accumulators. That sounds fun. Okay, that's all built. I do look forward to being able to put the have the bots in the train directly. How are we doing on landfill? And then we'll take this and go. Theoretically, that should put the landfill under it, right? Perfect. Alright, now we can actually see this, the rest of this stuff. So we got 35, we got 53 million oil here. We got that rare metal ore vein. Okay, I think we can back off the intersection. And then we just need to decide how we're going to structure our stations. Let's look at our options here. That goes... So if we go with this style, we don't get the waiting spots, but we don't have to do anything special for setting up the... It's would be short runs for the piping. Pretty easy setup overall. I guess we could also just do a two-stop and delete the front track. I think this probably makes the most sense. Let's turn off bots. Place that and take a look here. Because the other part of this... trains, provider... I have this set as a 4. Do I could build this as an 8 to have future... to kind of future-proof this. That might be a good plan. If we do that, let's put it... Well, let's take a look at what this ends up being with this. So we go 8 tank. We'd have that. This would be crude oil. We'd be missing, as it's set, we'd be missing one potential spot here, but we can clear those. Okay, let's do... Let's place that again to make sure it has all of the tanks it's supposed to have. This is not going to be part of the signals. Um, I think I probably want to just leave this on. Can I do, if I take this and I go like so, can I tell this to not include the circuit stuff? I can remove the combinator, but I can't really tell it to not include this circuit stuff for everything else. Okay, well, it is what it is. So we'll need to adjust that. Um, adjust the signals here, because I don't want all of these on red. And the tanks also all need to be on green, not red, for our purposes. Or need to be on red, not green, rather. Okay, so then we'll take... This is an annoying process. Okay, for our purposes here, I should probably set this up and copy it before I mess with the... Let's do that, so... Put the greens off of here first. I probably want the green signal going to on all the poles. I'm just undecided on whether I need that at the moment. Okay, then we'll take... that. That should be enough of a network for those. Let's do a blueprint of this mess. We're gonna take the rail. I take that rail off of it. Going to provide. Parameter. Independent. Big fluid provider. Create. For now, bottom right tanks. You're right, they're not wired in yet. That's okay. The blueprint is not a final blueprint anyway. I may even just take it to the blueprint sandboxes to do the whole thing. I just wanted to at least get the majority of this. And then this one goes away. This one should be okay. Okay, let's let the bots start doing things. How many tanks? 48 tanks. I think that's 48. It was going to be 50. I think. Steam review. I asked a girl to dance with me. She responded, you know, 100% realistic. 11 of 10 would get rejected again. I have no idea what game that is. We also need pumps. We're also going to need pump jacks and stuff like that. Stardew? Ah. I tried Stardew a little bit and just could never really get into it. Okay, so let's start with this pump simply because it can go directly into a tank. That is the sole reason for starting with that one. Okay, while this figures out what it's doing, we need a input combinator, and we need an output combinator. The true storage needs to go in on red. This is a outbound only. This is the additional car. No, that's not the one I want. Train. And this is the one that needs to go to turn on the pumps. So this ultimately will have I think I want what I want is to have a arithmetic combinator that's going to take green out to the poles. Going to take green from the stop. Red. Red from the cybernetic combinator with the order. It's going to do each times -1, I think. and output each. Because the order should end up being negative. So if we have the train empty, and the order is oil, negative 100,000, for example. We take this in on red. Yeah, we get the output of 1,000, or 100,000 on it. So we can take the green to all the pumps. So let's see. Green is going to go here. Pump, pump. These are going to have enable if. Not if everything is less. I want set filter if anything on green is greater than 0. Okay. That all looks good. We have a bunch of tanks that have some stuff in them, and a whole bunch of tanks that don't. This is showing we have 12,000 oil in here already. By already, I mean so far, because this is just trickle feeding into it, really. We have our pumps doing what are ready to do what they're supposed to do. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more pumps. I think we need mostly more iron, but we're also going to need more steel. So what are we looking at over here? 25 million rare metal ore. There's a copper patch for us. That's good. It's annoying to get to with all the water. It's just... it's not terrible. It's a lot of landfill over in this to get across, but... how are we doing on landfill? We got a bit. So let's have our train take us over here. Let's go over here and start working on that extension while we are up here, and then we'll go get more materials. We probably need to do a proper landfill builder, but really to do that we need a proper stone patch. Hopefully we can get all the track done up to here and add another radar. We are close on power. We can make solar panels, right? We just have to actually make glass. That's going to be something we need to work on setting up soon, is just getting a... Well, we also need the accumulators to make solar overly doable. We still have a few chain signals available. For this patch, we'll probably use the mining drones so that we can fit over this. Okay. Oh, we need chlorine for this. Be out of... Oh, we're out of chain signals now. We have quite a bit of landfill left, but I don't know how much of the track that will cover. I need to pick up more of the big poles. Not the little poles, the big ones. I need to make the unload station to get rid of all the miscellaneous stuff we don't need. Whack. Don't know if we'll have enough landfill for that, but we're gonna find out. I don't feel like it's going to give us enough priority landfill here for us to get this radar up and running before we're out of this area. It's 24 million copper so far. That's a nice patch to work with. We're going to need to get down to this iron. We must be out of landfill. Yeah. That's a decent chunk of the work done, though. I guess I could put a radar here. Probably have some value. Let us see a little bit more this way. I would love to find some stone as well. Coal that's here is good. We just need stone as well, and we'll have all of our basics covered for the time being. Let's go park here. The long run. This train is slow acceleration, but once it gets going... And now we're in slow mode because we're following the other train. So we need to get more pump jacks in here. We need to make our oil train. Okay, let's grab... let's take all of that. Put all of that stuff here. That one, not the blue ones. I'll probably leave a lot of this stone, too. Although the stone, I should just put directly in the chest up here. Let's see. For this, we need some of those. We need to make a bunch of those. Crossing those tracks that way is sort of dangerous. Got another 100 landfill. I do need to get these other tech cards. Well, I do have the logistics. I need to get these blue tech cards up and running. I really need a stone patch. There's more iron. That's good. It will be good to have iron in multiple directions. I guess we could just go ahead and start building down this southern track as well. And I need to figure out a suitable smelting station set up to get those started. Let's go more running. Get ourselves off of the main line. How much? Where's this? 53, or we have 53 rail, 13 chain signals. I think we're on, what is it that we're limited by? Steel? Limited by circuit production. I guess I need to find a way to stuff a second circuit producer in this mix. I could probably do... I might be able to do some really goofy things with the inserters here to get another circuit assembler going in there. Let's see. Those will take blues. Crushed smelting productivity. Mining productivity. Gas power station. Inefficient but easy. Bulk inserters. Those take red circuits, but they will be essential to our trains over time. This, I'm assuming, gets us extra long inserters. I don't really care about this specific loader because these are ones that all need lubricant to operate. We're gonna have to go back through here to get all of the signals included, but that's fine. All the rail. Hey, 10K automation tech cards. Nice. The Oreos of Facts. The Oreos of Facts? Ah, Factorios. Got it. I took way too long on that. How you doing, Axe? Welcome to Trains R Us. Doing alright. I wonder if I put, when I get them, if I put, like, I wonder if there's equipment that will make these trains. There's, like, legs and stuff. I wonder if those make these trains faster. Because, obviously, putting legs on a wheeled vehicle makes it faster, right? Zoomy, zoomy, zoomies. 400 rail. I don't know that we get this next section done. I rather suspect we don't get this next section done with 300 rail. But we can try. Okay. Let's see. Bots are all home. We need to go here. How are we doing on fuel? Yeah, we're doing all right. So we almost have this segment stretched out. Do I run this station exclusively using the mining bots? If I run them on... Which station slot do we take? This would make the most sense. But puts the turnaround way over here. If I put it here, that's not too far to belt things, and would be... I think that makes sense. I should have put a radar over here while I was down there. Alright, so we need... Load a rail. That might help. That might be enough. Alright, let's go back down to here. I need to step away for a minute while this train makes its way down there and go get beverages. I will be back in a minute. You see, I had gotten a beverage out of the refrigerator, out of the refrigerator, and forgot to actually bring it in here. I need to get some of this rail back out of the train. Oh, am I out of... I never went and picked up more big power poles either. And we're missing a bunch of them. Alright, well, so much for this particular journey. We need to go up here. We need to go up there and pick up more power poles. Do, 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 do. I guess the way that I'll set up this bigger provider station is I'll just use the version that I made for the 4 cars and just copy it for the boxes for the other half. That seems like it'd be the simplest thing to do. Why don't I have big poles? No concrete mix. No sand. Because we got stone stuck in here. Filters. Stone. Well, that's unfortunate. Whoops. Whoops. Whoops, whoops, and double whoops. Let's get that in there. Okay, so we have not many of those big power poles because we weren't making them when we should have been. That's unfortunate. We need a lot more than what we have available here at the moment. So I guess what we should look to work on is a smeltery of some variety. For this smeltery, we want to crush the ore first because we want to take advantage of the extra output from the crushing. So I guess we should do this. Let's make a new district called Novice Smelting, just to help sort things a little bit. Novice Early. We're going to do this. We're going to go to intermediates. Iron plates. I think ideally we want to be sitting probably for early cycles. Let's aim for 4,000 per minute and see what this ends up requiring. So this... That's not what I wanted to do. Let's see, is there another version of that? Silver plate. I think that is the only version, but Uh, unresearched recipes. These are all recyclers. Iron sieving is not what we're looking for. So I guess we do crushed ore. I guess realistically we could just do the hot iron plates here and it would take care of itself. So we have those electric steel furnaces. These ones with a 2. That's the... I think that's the fastest furnace option I have available. I do have this other electric stone furnace that also does 2. But that's basically the same thing. There is this blast furnace. This apparently can also make those, but needs fuel. We apparently researched blasting by making that furnace. We should put the military tech cards in. Barrel. What is this? Fatty. It produces ovalite and fatty acids. I don't feel like these... I don't feel like this froth stuff is particularly interesting to me yet. Pressure oxidation. Forced reduction of iron. Products takes iron sulfate solution. Let's build a chem plant. This might be interesting to have that available. So we can make iron oxide, oxide to sulfate, iron carbonate. This produces slag and iron sulfate solution. I'm not getting those pyrite rough or any of that stuff at the moment, so I don't think I need to worry about that production cycle. Sulfur to sulfur dioxide. Sulfuric acid from sulfuric acid dilute. Sulfuric acid. I don't think I'm getting this stuff to do a lot of those. Oh, petroleum gas to make Carbon and sulfur dioxide. Interesting. Okay, well, we'll hold on to that for now. That might be enough to get our power extended down here. How's it going, young nasty man? Alright, so... Don't wanna! Let's see. So these do not have module slots. I didn't have other smelting options, right? I have flare stack, I have fuel processing, I have that blast furnace that takes fuel. I'm doing alright. Wow, test viewer shared. That's not suspicious. Dangerous cryogenic plant. Used to do dangerous fluorine chemistry. Furnaces. There's advanced material processing to get the next... Well, to get the electric furnaces that have slots. And then this one gives us the faster furnaces. I mean, that's not terribly... Well, yeah, it is, because we need production tech card. That's a ways down. Alright, so... electric steel furnaces it is. Is there one of these crushing options that doesn't produce sand as a side effect? That would be ideal. Doesn't look like it. This needs to be the electric crusher. That's showing 107. That's a lot. Modules. Rigor. Increases the odds that a recipe will produce its most valuable output. Let's go edit. Let's trim that down to 1,000 and have a little bit more reasonable throughput numbers to work with here. That's going to be 27 furnaces and crushers. So I think the way, since these match on their numbers, so we're looking at approximately 700 iron ore per minute, less than what we would need if we just smelted it directly. I think. So if we change this one to this recipe, delete that. Yeah, we're using a bit of power, but we save a pretty good amount of ore. I think it's definitely worthwhile going this route. It does mean we have to deal with sand. So that's going to have to go somewhere. Let's see here. I guess we can load some sand into the output and overflow it to something to destroy it. So let's start with this, and let's try to build this in such a way that we can expand on this structure. Oh, we have. Oh, interesting. Well, the whole factory at once is a system of equation, deals with ingredient loops, but it can request user input to narrow down desired solution. We should leave this on Gaussian all the time. Because that would make most of these a whole lot easier to work with. Utility. So how... What does this take? Where's the thing that shows me how many... my belt requirements for this? Rate views, items per minute. Well, this typically had a column. It at least used to have a column that showed my logistics requirements. Default solver Gaussian. No recycling. Ignore barreling and stacking. Where... Export preferences is not what I'm looking for. Why does it not have the belt requirements on the others view? On this view, like it used to? So I think we need red belts in that in order to... let's edit this to be one red belt. So each red belt line of this... Actually, I could do it as yellow belt. Hang on, how much... let's see, let's put this in here. Let's go over here and just see how much red belt we have available. We have no red belt available because... Why? Probably because the red belt has all been getting used to make undergrounds. can I... I don't have an easy way. I guess I could do this. Let's go here and say red pull this, enable if red belts are greater than red. If there's more red belt than the fast underground belt, then this can be enabled. Otherwise, don't keep putting more on the belt. And we're not getting gears over here, probably because we don't have enough iron coming in. Can I think of any STS2 cards that are definitely not in STS1? Any of the multiplayer cards? What else? I'm not sure what else offhand, but definitely none of the multiplayer cards. I know there's definitely changes to... I mean, all of the Regent cards. STS 2.1 wouldn't be an STS 1. Yes, totally. Those would be the big ones, is the new characters. It's a Slay the Spire. It's a deck builder. Let's see. What else would not be in one? I thought I had more... Wait. That was weird. Didn't recognize it as STS. Well, now you know. Which game the board game was designed after? I would have been I'm almost positive it was designed with one. The characters are... Yeah, we're going back to Shuttle Days. The characters are all Slay the Spire 1 characters, if memory serves. Isn't Watcher... Because Watcher is in the board game, if memory serves. You don't have Necro, you don't have Regent, but you have Watcher and this Ironclad, Watcher, Defect, and Silent, right? I theoretically know a few things. One of these. There. One. Tiny little bubble of visibility way apart from the rest. Doo -doo. If I make this, I can make a bunch of those. Okay. Let's do provider. There. Providing iron ore. Is that all the boxes? Oh no, there's more boxes in the train. If I copy... let's see. Let's park you over here. It's going to take you a while to get there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be the right spacing. Okay, that looks like the right spacing. This will just kind of confirm. Yeah, that's the right placement. So I want you to go back over here so you can't accidentally get things filling in. Okay. That should be... Finally caught up in Game Changer, including yesterday's. This...
Get up on the Hydra's back!
Okay. That's good. 130 boxes. So there's the full station inventory. We're going to have our split loader. We're probably going to end up with a couple of these. These are working. Anything less than 0. Let's see. How do I want to do that? Probably just set this. Like minus 200,000. How you doing, Jaffa? Welcome in. Oh, we're gonna need... This patch is huge. We need a bunch of these things to cover it. But I think this is still the right call. Mine iron ore. Because these guys should all be immune to trains. We should be able to take... this power... that. Okay. That is a first line of ore on its way. Well, two of those seem to be keeping up mostly for the time being until we add more. Okay. Get the other mod you use with this. This game, you mean? Factorio? This game. We need more inserters in this. Because apparently we are missing a few. Okay, that should set this to work with everything. Including the 8s from the big trains when we get that far. There's a long ways to run trains down, but it should work pretty well overall. Mining drones. AI miner. Oh yeah, I should add that one. Let's see. Save game. Let's see if we can find it real quick. Mods. Drone. Mining drones redux. Is that... Well, that one's from 5 years ago. And hasn't been updated for 4 years. It's also marked as Factorio version 1.1. Mining drone. What do you mean unable to search the mod portal? This is the one I'm using, I'm pretty sure. Mining patch planner, mining productivity, mining scars. Big mining drill, asteroid mining, configurable drills. Some mining drill settings, advanced mining tax. Double check that is indeed the one I'm using so that Yeah. Uh, Factorio, mining, drones, redux, skin. Is there... I don't think there was a setting for it, but let's see if there's a setting for it in here. Mute drone sounds. There does not appear to be settings for it. Oh well. It was worth a look. Okay, so this is doing what it's supposed to be doing. We're already up 2.3k. We probably will need to add quite a few more drones to this and more mining spots in order to fully keep pace with what we want. But for now... Oh, mineral water. Very nice. No signs of stone down here. That's unfortunate. Got more oil up here. We got 31 million iron there. That's nice. Let's put... Q... I can't see it well enough to place there yet. We're gonna put a radar over there so that we can see some stuff. Hopefully see something interesting in here. I think maybe we put our first smeltery here. I think I'm going to use the 8-car station for this. I can't put it here because it with the 8 cars because it'll conflict. I could put it here. Doesn't really change how far the trains have to run. Let's put a iron smeltery here. Nothing else to see so far. I do want to see more what's over here. Can I make... Where is it? What do I need to make this guy? A bunch of iron. Of course I do. I can also make the car. Needs less iron. Car... They don't say what their top speeds are. This one says it's equipped with a radar. That seems like a good idea. Doo-doo-doo. Getting the, even just the iron smeltery online will help a lot. I mean, we are getting a good chunk of iron up here. But that's definitely a supply issue for us. Do, do. Okay. Requester. Boom. This is going to be requesting iron ore. Request iron ore. Let's do this. Let's go.
Drink!
Like
Drink!
so.
Drink! Drink!
One moment. There we go. That goes to there. Then we take all of these. We paste it here, and then that right? 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's right. We paste it again there. No, that's a terrible plan. I'm 1 iron chest short. Oh, no, I was more than 1 iron chest short. These all are just... Get them out of the box, or get them off the train. I'm not restricting those at all. I also realize that down here, I didn't do it. So how did I end up longer... How did I end up with the chest too long up here? What happened? Weird. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those do not need inserters. Then we have 4 segments after. Perfect. Okay, so we need 3. I guess I should have just grabbed boxes from here. Would have made more sense. Okay, input box ready. So each side has 1,000 slots. What? Why does this one say 62 wide, 62 wide? This one says 0 of 1,000. This one says 0 of 952. Don't know why those were restricted. Weird. Okay, so now, so we have 2,000 slots of storage. So we're going to say iron minus, let's say 400 slots. That's only 80, or no, it's 80,000. And it's... Where is this train running? This train is running to the far outpost, which is kind of what I wanted it to do. So that should do nicely. We need to make a new big train. Okay, so it loads it. We're loading 10,000. Okay. Not too bad. Okay, so in order to make this, we have this set to 1 belt worth of iron plates on the output side, which ends up taking 1 red belt. Hold on, how does this end up working out? Oh, this has a... This recipe has a side effect output of iron ore. I guess I can make... I can have an insert on each of these, I guess, that puts the iron ore back in. So this is 2 belts worth of input. No, just over... Well, yeah, it's going to be basically 2 belts of input. I have all of this space, all of this space, and I can use this space, but then I lose the spot for putting another station, which is not necessarily a bad thing. And there's also a good chunk of center space that I can use for this purpose as well. So let's see. So each... Can I... Right click. I would like to restrict this to... Machine limits are incompatible with the Gaussian solver in certain recipes. So let's, if I change this to simplex, what I'd like to have is 1 belt of input. So if I were to edit this and set a limit of 40, $35. So it's probably 36. $38. 38 is just over 1 belt worth. But if this is fed back in... Ah, the simplex solver can't deal with that either. So 38 would be basically one red belt worth of inputs. Preferences, let's make this yellow belt because that's what I'm going to run this as for now. So 18 of those. So let's say rows of 18 smelting setups. Because since these numbers are the same, I'm just going to take the output of the crusher directly into the furnaces. So let's see. So if there's 18 total, that means rows... This is one yellow belt worth. And we ultimately need... Where? For this... I guess we'll start with 3 yellow belts worth. Let's do this. I want this back on this. We need these guys. So if we have that, then we need to move these over by 1. So then we need a inserter there. We want to filter that to put iron ore back into here. Is that going to work right? I'm not sure if that's going to work right or not. I also need an output for sand. If these... That's not really going to give me a space for a sand output. And that won't give me a long enough reach to put it over here. So this side needs to have a little bit more space. I guess I could just take... What I need to figure out is if I can just have these put... they really need to just put it back in. 'Cause if I try putting it back on the belt, then... The power is going to be the other challenge here. I'm probably going to have to run 3 sets of power poles, one through the belts underground. We definitely need more power before we bring this fully online, too. Do need to pay some attention to our power because it's getting kind of sketchy. But we can expand this and cover that. I think this generally is probably okay. We might need to add a space. Maybe it makes sense to add a space anyway, because that would leave room. If we size this... if I try sizing it for the bigger smelters, I'm not going to have room. Alright, so... output. Sand. Output. Filter. It is sand. It's the, yeah, sand is the spare output.
Drink! 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 Drink!
Let's see. Can we make any of these crushers? We do not have the materials to make Wesley. So I think what we have to do... I think we need that. Okay, so the ore's coming in on we assume the sand is going to be going to the far belt. For what we have configured here right now anyway. Let's see. Modules, let's just get all of those going. Inserter capacity bonus only applies to the bulk inserters in that particular one. I'm not going to mess with starting quality modules. I'm not even going to make it available yet, because that has its own set of complications that we don't need yet. Okay, so there's that. This is the input to the whole thing. This goes to short side. All of these. All of those. Okay. This might work. We need to deal with... I think this belt-wise should be fine for this one module. So we need to get... let's see. Do I have the... I don't have the thing... Miscellaneous. No. This does not have the unloading thingamabobber that I've done in the past. Let's see. I think this whole thing is slightly too close to the stop. But I think I can make this work. If I set this upper priority left with that in it, so it doesn't... Then we do the... stuff. We go like that. Thought the King of the Hill theme was playing for a second. Was that for the previous song or this one? Is tequila... Tequila? Is that something even related to King of the Hill? It's been a while since I've watched any of the King of the Hill stuff. I think I watched the new season reboot thing that they did. Listen, I'm focused on building this thing. Okay, so we need to get iron to make these things. Second reboot season dropped a few weeks. I know a second season dropped. I haven't watched the new season. I watched some of the... I think I watched all of the first season of the reboot. I don't remember for sure at this point. Doom, doom, doom. Let's make a bunch of those. Let's take... Since we now have iron ore coming from a better place, I do want to finish out that ore patch. Tequila. Ooh, we're running out of fuel there. That would have been not good. Steamy. Bunch of that. Well, just because I had tequila on the mind. Because as everyone knows, I am definitely a drunk. Upgrade. I apparently need... this. I want to go from yellow inserters to blue inserters. Save. Right, I forgot that I never made this actually work properly. What were the last 3 songs played? Well, one was Tequila. I don't know, something like that. I'm not paying that much attention to the music. You should know that by now. You want the name so you can tell me. Oh, I see. I guess I do have it recently played. Tequila by Ghoultown, Dispatches by Blue Man Group, Desert Showdown by Glitch Mob, Termination Shock by Saber Pulse. Let's see. Can we make... No, we can't. Of course we can't. That would be too easy. I really need to get the power situation improved. Also occurs to me that I actually can't launch an 8-car train from this sighting. We probably need more fuel production on this fuel producer. Clear that. We need more of these.
User disconnected from your channel.
Our early stuff is suffering just a little bit. I need copper. All right. We also need more of these. I think I have steel furnaces in here, right? Out of bits. Oh no. Whatever shall we do? Whenever I get around to doing the coal coke and such, the trees are going to be a big problem. Some pipes. Some of those. Trying not to abuse mod privileges. Okay, that's better. We definitely need a better long-term power solution soon. I don't know what that's going to be. We need a couple more fuel processors. That should be fine. Quack.
For you, the day Bison graced your village was the most important day of your life. But for me, it was Tuesday.
Oh, I can boost that handcrafting speed. So many things to make. Let's skip those for the moment. Okay, can... No, we definitely cannot pick this up. I guess if I do that, we can pick it up. Because I still needed to make them, I just needed to reorder. Okay, how does that look for power now? 60 megawatts, we got a bit of headroom. Maybe these will keep up? I don't know. Let's go over here. Head down to here. Do I feel like we've accomplished much of anything tonight so far? Not really. We're close to getting the iron smeltery online, which will be a very big boost to what we're doing. Getting the iron smeltery up and running will have a... This alone will have a pretty measurably significant impact on what we're doing. Okay. So I think we're getting this to the output. We have the sand to deal with. Do this, we go. Do I have more yellow belts? No. Oh, my fish is spoiled. That's not a euphemism. We need to go get some yellow belts. This is something I should have done before coming all the way down there. But I like taking trips in this very slow to accelerate train. I probably should switch the locos on this to the regular locomotives for the speed. How's it going, Glammy? What is all that? Oh, that's the blue inserters. We got so many blue inserters. We actually have some red belt now. I'm doing pretty good. Let's put some of those in there. Some of the yellow belts. Is there anything else we need to grab while we're here? Probably grab more of these. I think that's probably good for now. I need some radar coverage here. Because I don't know why that train stalled. Oh, it's unloading. It's still unloading. Why is it, I guess since it's a single car, it's just much slower to unload. Provider. This is gonna be our iron plates. If I put this... That's not right at all. I think my paste down there is very wrong. I need to go fix that. Copy this. V-flip it. Goes here. Green. Okay. Then... this. Okay. So if I put 4... Okay, we have 4 showing in system. That's good. So we'll go with that. Then we'll have a split loader. This is going to input when this is less than... let's say less than 100,000 as our target for filling the station here. That seems completely reasonable. Okay, so now the next thing I need to do is get rid of or bring sand in. We just need to have something that's going to... We eventually need something that's going to be requesting the sand. And let's say this is less than 20,000 is probably fine. There's 400, so that's... Okay, so what's... So that's... Okay, so I want this to pick up and place it. It won't do it because the output is still blocked. What if... we just filter here. And we just dump it back into one side. Because there shouldn't be... This really shouldn't make that much of a difference here. Then these get... I think this should be okay. Oh, I put these all as... These all ended up with the extended... It will end up somewhat unbalanced, but I think it'll be fine. Whoops. Well, we have sand going out of these now. I wonder how much sand ended up on the belt. Doesn't seem like much. Ah, right. This is now actually a... This is actually producing enough iron to be highly necessary to the train network. Okay, that should be fine. So I can copy this chunk. Ixlin with the streak. 30 stream streak. Very nice. Oh, this upgrades our regular capacity. Okay, so we can take this block, do it again. How much power? We got a bit of room, but not a lot. I'm only showing... Where is... Oh, I see. We got some iron ore stuck on that. That goes in there. How you doing, Ixlin? Alright, so now that we have this, I'm going to leave this as it is for now. We're going to go turn off the older iron input to the network. Because this will be better for the network in all ways to be using this stuff. So let's do 23K in both. I don't think the bit of recycle here is going to debalance this too much. If it becomes a real problem, then we can do some... We can potentially do some juggling with the way the loaders are set up. Alright, let's go up here and park there. We're going to need upgrades to the iron mine. Let's go down here. Take that splitter out. This whole mess needs updated soon as well. That part's all doing what it should be doing. So this should use up the last of the iron that's in the station at some point. I think the next thing... The next easy thing is probably going to be to do copper the same way. So let's do a plus for copper plates. Two. This use iron. That looks like the same amount. Although, that looks like it uses quite a bit more power. Oh, I guess it's the same. So right now, the iron, we have one belt operational. So we'll need to... I guess, just kind of given where our materials are coming in. Oh, we do have a copper down here. We have a nice size copper sitting there. We got more oil down here. We could extend out to this copper and run them both in the same side. But I think it makes more sense to build out up here. So yeah, we'll take this layout. Blueprint. We'll take that off of it. That off of it, and let's see, parameters. Okay, so the filter is a non-factor. The sand is a non-factor. This is a filter in those, so that needs to be... This is the recipe. That should be the ingredient. This is the recipe in the crusher. Ingredient of 1. And this should be ingredient of 2. Yes. Number 1. I don't know if that's going to work right or not, but we're going to find out. I guess we could just place it here and find out. We're making iron plates that way. Okay, that seems to have worked. I think that module will be fine. We'll build that to connect up. Are we actually... Okay, what happened... There's only 36 sand. Why are those... Oh, I never connected... I never connected those. This needs a red wire from here to here. Able if anything is less than 0. Oh, it also never got the combinator. Well, that's awkward, because we're out of combinators. Hopefully we can make... let's see... Don't have mill science in production yet. I think we're basically done with what we can research for the time being. Until we get blue science going. That. There we go. Now that sand can go in. There we go. That'll do. Why did you decide to go there? Okay, what are you picking up? Okay, we don't have the crushers for this. Let's cut that, because I want the smelters for other stuff. I want to do the smelters for the copper. $1.6K iron in there so far. That's such a long trip to get iron ore for anything, but at least, wow, it's chewing through that edge. Probably should go put more mining guys in there. Let's grab some extra iron plates while we're here. I did hydrate. Just because it crashed for you because your internet broke. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, so let's go get the extra miners over here. Then I think the next thing we should look at doing is building a big train. Let's get at least, well, there's 2 of the 8 cars. We need more steel. Probably more iron, too. We're gonna get one of the big trains built. Um, 10. Uh-huh. Sounds to me like your internet broke. That's bigger chunks. 50 to supply 2 belts. This is another place where I did not put the red wire connection for those. Wow. I see how it is. I see how it is. I can't even be trusted on my own stream. Alright, let's put our copper smeltery in this spot. We'll get the smeltery side of it set up. And then we'll go finish up the rail to get this copper patch connected. Oh, we got another iron ore patch over here. There's all kinds of iron up here. We've gotten into where the resources actually show up. At least where some start showing up. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Doom, 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 doom. Can't believe you don't believe me in my own stream. So rude. Fuss. Oh, don't want to. As I say jokingly. As I say while taking a drink. Nerd. I really need to get this set up with the bigger stations. So I can just do the whole thing at once. That would be nice. Down here. Pick that part. Whoops. Those. Okay. If I do a blueprint of that, no train, leave off that section of track. The rest of that track is fine, because it kind of needs to be that way. Then we'll put number 8. Big provider. This as a parameter. No trains, no vehicle fuel. Train stop names are fine. Wait, blueprint. Okay. That should be fine. We need to grab more inserters. Okay, that should be done. The load signals might not be quite right. I probably should update those. If you think I'm serious, then... You think I've ever been serious on saying that, saying I don't wanna, then you're just being silly. This is gonna be copper ore. Let's copy this whole thing. I certainly would still limit it that way. Because there's other reasons for limiting it. This is the unload side. Those don't need to be connected. Those are connected, so that's fine. Alright, so I need a copy of this. Take away that part. That's all fine. That's fine. Big requester. This is a parameter. Create blueprints there. Perfect. Boom. Okay. This is going to request copper ore.
Nothing beats a jet to lizard. And right now, you can save
Minus
£50 per lizard. That's £200 off for a lizard. You're full.
That's 40k. I think I had this at 400 then? Yeah, 400. Okay. Copper request set. Blueprints, smelter. That's probably good. What, did somebody get drunk or what? Sounds kind of gross to have somebody just peeing all over everything. I think it goes here. Copper from crushed. All those got the right stuff. The dietitian started pissing? Weird. Okay, so we're gonna have here, here. This is gonna be filtered to copper ore. Then we have a splitter here. Output priority right. It's raining somewhat heavily. Yes, I figured that's what it really was, but my answer was funnier. I am familiar with that term. Okay, this is ready to go. I don't have any copper ore to send it. I'm apparently out of yellow splitting mabobs. I am not out of yellow splitting mabobs. Okay, then we need... I guess I could just bring the... If I bring sand this way... If I directly split that into... or filter it directly onto this, then I'm going to be asking for trouble. Simply because if I can't get to the line, then it's going to complain. As in, it's going to end up backing up. So that's going to be the sand line. Loader. Hopper plates. $100,000. This is going to be sand. And this is going to be... $20,000 should be fine. It's not stuck, it's just... it takes a little bit of time to load. This gets connected like so. And now we are ready. Mostly ready. We need to go and make more of these crushers. But we're pretty much ready to go for this thing to actually be operational. Let's... how much... got 300 landfill. Let's go park here and pick up more landfill. While the train runs there, I'm going to take a real quick bio break and be back in a minute.
Drink! 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 Drink!
This is where I say I didn't hear anything, right? Alright, let's find some more landfill, hopefully. Not a lot more, but it might be enough. Okay. Iron, steel. I need 5, 6 more cargo wagons. Gonna need a bunch of those. We probably should go get more boxes and such. Oh, we got all kinds of chain signals now. We need those chain signals. We need those chain signals in a bunch of places, but I know we need them. Actually, we got a lot of it. We need them here and beyond. And we need a ton of them further south. And we need them here. Let's get some of those. How much rail is on board? 2,300 plus the 500 I have. Let's go here, because I need these signals. I need those signals to be in place for things to work well. And then we need to come up here and get more boxes. I probably should have done those signals while I was coming in there, but I didn't realize they weren't in place. We need... Oh, I don't have space. Let's put that. There we go. Manual. Okay, the rest of that should be fine. Definitely spots we're missing signals at, but it's fine. We're getting there. Let's see. So I got the... I should go ahead and set up the big train while we're fairly close to the main train depot. Okay. Let's see. What's going to be the easiest way to place this? Probably to turn off robots. I also need to make a fluid train. Yes, I just should have just put it here. Okay, you are gonna be... Actually, no, let's... If I don't set you on a group, then I can just use this same train blueprint that I'm about to make. Trains. Great blueprint. Okay, now I should be able to just place this here. Okay, and then set this to the novice group. And it should get all of its stuff. And if I tell it to hit refuel now, then everything else that it needs to do should just happen. And if we look at Cybersyn Manager vehicles, we have one. I guess this is 0 of 1 because it's not available right now. Okay, it's off. So now, if I look at this station, we can see the big train is allowed. So we should be able to run the mix of train sizes completely seamless. That's part of why I like using the train logistics systems like that. We are seeing a little bit of an unbalance. I could add one of the balancers to the end to help accommodate or to account for that. Alright, so that's wonderful. I have that. I have a weird number of mining guys. All right, let's go to Oh, we still haven't finished all the pipes and stuff on this station. We should probably do that at some point. I can probably make pipes to finish that. I don't have the copper with me to make pumps to finish it, though. I haven't looked at all the train stuff, but I probably should double check that train limits are set correctly. Let's see, so then it's just this part over here that we gotta finish up. And all of the associated connections further north. Can I make? I cannot make because I do not have enough copper. That's unfortunate. I'd say overall this is working fairly well. We still got a long ways to go before we're really operating at anything related resembling full productivity, but it's getting there. It's certainly getting there. There's our copper target. Power buffer is still okay. What? Oh, I'm out of landfill. Oh, and I'm out of placed rail. That's going to be a lot of landfill at that northern extent. That's a lot of water to landfill through. I wonder if this makes sense to temporarily put a shorter loop on this. Where can we put... There's not a good spot. I could put it here. This isn't too terrible in terms of landfill requirement. It's going to be a lot, but it's not super, super terrible. With this spot, I could just go single loop instead, or single station instead of double. Don't want to go right through the ore patch, because then I'm not positive how the mining drones work if there's things like boxes and everything on top of the ore. I guess I could go somewhere and find out. I think we go here. It's a bit of a run for the storage off of the ore patch, but it's not terrible. But we do need a lot of landfill for that. Does it make sense? I think it might instead make sense to extend down here. I think this might make more sense. Just because I don't have to, at least for the moment, just because I don't have to do all the landfill. It's a significant extension on the rail. I don't have any big poles in there. I don't have big power poles in here right now. So we need to go by this station. We're going to leave the copper smeltery where it is because we are... Oh, excuse me. We already built it. There's no sense moving it. I'm going to see if I can... I need to grab some copper. We'll grab some copper from the power station so we can make some radar. And we'll see if we can manage to build out the extension here fairly quickly. Because I think that will make sense. That looks like it might be bad guys. Are there bad guys there? Light armor. Grab some copper. Oh, I have an anti-material rifle. Whoops. What is the settings, controls, weapon? Oh, I guess because I don't have. Oh, I just did silly things. I guess because I don't have ammo for the rifle at the moment, or for the machine gun. I need coal. I have coal on the train. Make more. Okay. We're going to about here. We might have bad guys to deal with. Let's see. I should make a few of these turrets. Modular armor. Let's see. Do. I do have the enemies turned pretty low on this, on Novice. I think they're more normal on the other planets. I have no idea how decent my armor might be here. Don't wanna. That's... Don't know what that looks like yet, but... We're gonna run over there and find out. Doom, doom. Mm-hmm. Do. Come on, robots. We're almost where we can see it. Oh yeah, we got bad guys. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's put turrets here. I don't have a lot of... What ammo do these things use? Okay, let's make some armor-piercing ammo. That did not do what I was hoping it would do for me. Okay. Personal battery we can make. Portable generator. Make the portable solar panel. Power armor we can't make quite yet. Good. The rocks were in the way. Let's let the bots pick up all of these rocks. Because those rocks were really not helpful to us. Oh, I'm out of that ammo. I am really good at combat in Factorio. Okay, is that all the... Okay. Wasn't a whole lot of red there, but there was a little bit that we had to deal with. That's the first time yeah, I'm winning. That's the first time I've done any kind of combat, and that was a tiny, tiny base. I haven't done really any combat in Factorio in a long time. Alright, so this... Let's switch this back to 3. This gets that. You can have that too. Okay, need to go down. Yeah, there's combat. How bizarre. Who would put combat in this nice little factory game? This cozy factory game. Oh, I see. I see. We can do night vision. I know there's a lot of the Factorio players that are very much in on the combat and amazing at it. I've never been super into the combat side. That. Yeah, this is a much easier copper for us to reach currently. It's still massively far out of the way, but it has the advantage of not needing tons and tons of landfill. This... Okay. Have more radar coverage here. I'm just looking in this to see if there's... I've got the oil there. We will need to get this coal picked up at some point. We do still have a decent amount of coal, but our coverage is very terrible. You know what? Let's just get this out of the research. I think I need to get the blue tech cards pretty soon, but I need this copper before I do that. I want a double. I think a single's fine. Okay, I'm gonna hop out here. Want you to go there. Yeah, we still have... Alright, let's put this. Let's start with... that part of the patch. Doing copper. Let's see. Then we can do big provider. Copper ore. Let's see, we could unlock the quality module and start creating a living hell out of that. I like the idea of quality, but I'm not sure how best to integrate it with the train-based logistics. We need blue inserters and power poles. These power poles can go back in here. I need to empty out my train of all its junk. What is this? Okay, so this station should be good to go. Okay, then we're gonna have loader, loader, this minus 200,000. Okay. Let's get 50 mining guys in here. And this will be officially a functional mining outpost. And oh, there's a coal patch, but we have another little spot of bad guys down there that we're going to have to deal with at some point. That is a nice coal patch. So I think we're pretty well done for tonight. But we do have... I'm going to end up just expanding out this way a whole bunch to use all of this stuff. We do have the coal over here as well. If I could find some stone, we would be in really good shape. There's more coal. Nothing else good showing up here yet. Junk in the trunk. In which trunk? There's junk in the train. This looks like one nest and one bug at the moment. That junk. Let's go to here. This train stop needs to be set to a limit of 2. Oh, I don't have inserters over here? Oh, those were all ghosted. I don't have any more blue inserters in my pocket. So this needs to be in a limit of 0 because we need to go back up here and get more inserters. Now the bus, it's sunny out and you're sweating. Because if it rains later, you didn't want to wear shorts. Why not? Like, shorts are all weather wear. Not with winds you're getting before. I mean, yeah, it can get... It's, storms are fun that way, but shorts are still all weather wear. Okay, we're gonna go right back down here. Oh, an imersite vein. That's fun. I have no need for imersite anytime soon. Well, that didn't show what I was hoping it would show. That's a nice coal patch. 22 million. Oh yeah, I was going to do settings. Let's save interval down to 10 minutes. Okay, now we should be able to set this back to 2 and have it be... Okay, so we're already queued for provider. Don't know why we're blocking. Is that just because this train is sitting in the way? Not responsible for just 5 more minutes. Okay, we got the big train. Are you just waiting for it to be a big enough delivery? I am confused as to why it has it scheduled to run, but it's not sending it yet. It's all ready to go. Showing 12K available, but we're just sitting there not dispatching. What does queued for provider mean? Okay, well... Okay, let's cancel that one, because I really want it to run... I wanted it to run the big train, but it's not... It's no longer running the big train. Alright, so let's finish. One, that's two. I finish this edge of the block so that I can turn the train around without backing up. And then we'll call it good. Load her up. So this is a 10K delivery. A pretty good chunk of map. I'm also going to put a radar over here. Get more scanning coverage. Oh look, more iron. Okay, how much is here? 2.8K. So just the one nest here. I do need to take care of it relatively soon because there's not a lot of absorption for the pollution out here in this particular area. It's going to be another really nice iron patch to work with. Made it to Appointment Place. Sounds good. Yeah, we're going to be wrapping up here in a minute anyway. Cool. So this is delivering. We have one crusher operating to make copper plates up here at the moment. We need to work on that. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. I am happy with that part. We got a little bit more to finish up the copper smeltery. Not much. Yeah, that's gonna do. Let's hit save. Let's hit quit. Let's hit the wrap-up button. And let's find someone to go say hello to. Oh, anime is streaming this late?
Drink!
Anime streaming in the evening? Exit. I just did the hydrate. Slash raid. Anime. How's that? Yeah, we're gonna raid anime. Tomorrow I think we're gonna be doing, at least the plan at the moment, is gonna be sorting some ducks. We got sort them ducks. And yeah, that's gonna be the plan for tomorrow. Thursday we're doing supermarket with Salty. And yeah, that's gonna be the plans. For now, have a good night all.